All right, wanted to come to you guys real quickly with a haul. Mondays are $1.99 last chance for one color at Goodwill's for clothing, and there's also 30% off, no, 25% off the entire store at Savers. And so I went to two Goodwills and a Savers, and so we'll show you what we got. We'll start with some clothes. All of these are $1.99 items. So if they're a clothing item, I didn't spend more than $2. This one is a basic fleece. It's a Columbia fleece. The good thing about this one is it's a 4X. And so big sizes, guys, if you have the option, brands are important, but the other thing that's really, really important is size. And when you think about clothing, and this is something I had to get used to when I first started reselling clothing, is you got to kind of think the opposite of what you would think in a retail store. Because in a retail store, you would think, okay, I need to have, lots of XLs. If you were building a retail store, you'd say, I've got to have lots of XLs, I've got to have lots of larges, and I've got to have lots of mediums, because that's what most people are. But in an online setting, you got to think that all of those people have the option to go to the store. But if you're a bigger size or a smaller size, you have less opportunity to get your clothing in a retail store because they're not going to stock as much. And so a 4XL becomes a lot more valuable than a medium or a large in an online store setting. So that's Columbia. This next one is a new brand. I've never heard of this one. It's not a new brand. It's new to me, I should say. And the brand is Mahan, Larry Mahan Western Shirts. And so this is not one I've heard of. But Western shirts typically do pretty well for me. This is not really a fancy one, anything special, but you can see the embroidery, you can see the snap buttons. It's got the brand logo right there on the breast pocket. This is a size large, but when I find a new brand that does have good comps, I like to test one out and just see, especially for $2. I really don't mind giving this a test run and seeing what I can get for it, because if I can get it for a good price, I'll definitely make that one of my brands to look out for. And today, I gotta say, today was a day of, we're gonna be testing a lot of items. This is another brand I'd never heard of, Policy Studio. It's a really trippy, I'll show it to you after I show you the brand, but the thing that did catch my attention on this one is that it did have the dry cleaning tag. And typically when I see these dry cleaning tags, it just makes me think that, okay, this person cared for this shirt up until, they decided to get rid of it. So they did, it's guaranteed to be clean, put it that way. At least it's dry clean. So Policy is the brand name. It's a size large. Look at this thing. It's got like these metal corners on the collar, and then these big, I don't know what you call those, buckles on the shirt. So kind of interesting item. Again, online, interesting sells. You're competing against, if you scroll, try type in something like a dress shirt and just start scrolling and see what you're up against. I mean, because there are so many of each type of item on eBay that you need to have an item that is unique. So if it catches your eye in the store, there's a good chance that it'll catch somebody's eye on the on the page. And so that's something I tend to look out for. This is a women's brand. I did find some women's stuff today. One thing that I like about the Goodwills is that they'll separate the items. They'll go ahead and start taking out some of the last chance items and putting them on a rack, so that you can kind of look through them faster. And so that means two things to me. It means thank you for doing that, but also I got to get there early because the items are separated for other people to go through as well. So it'd be really easy to, makes it really time efficient to be able to go through these racks. So anyway, this is the item. It's a kind of like a tunic blouse. I don't know what you would call this thing, but just a top. And if you can see the brand there, it's a Chico's, just a brand I've heard of. Looked it up, and the comps are really all over the place. So I'm hoping that the cool look of this one will grab somebody's attention, and they'll want it based on that. And one of the other things I do with clothing is I always put best offer, because I don't know what you think the item is worth, and I think item value is something that's kind of variable anyway. It's kind of subjective. It's based on what you think. And so if someone has a an offer they want to make, I'm open to hearing it. So I definitely keep best offer on all of those items. Here's something else, $2. I'm gonna try it out. The thing that caught my eye on this is brand new with tags. The brand is Tinseltown. It is a size 9. It's basically kind of like a stretch jean with some floral, I guess velvety kind of detail to it. I'm gonna have to work on my female keywords and get better at that, but I'll find something similar to this and steal all the keywords and be able to list that up. But those are brand new with tags, so that's why I figured we'd try those out. I know Tinseltown is not necessarily a really good brand, but I'm thinking, 2 to 12, if I could do something like that, that's fine. These are Hugo Boss men's jeans. These are a pretty small pair of jeans. Here's the tag there. Again, $2. The thing that kind of caught my attention here is that they're actually stretch jeans. So I know the kids these days really like their jeans pretty tight, so I'm thinking that these will get new life with somebody that wants them. These are 34, 32, so I don't know what you guys think about that, but that's what we got. And the thing that tipped me off that these are men's is that they have a full pocket here. I honestly, when I first saw these, thought that they were women's based on the color and the stretch material. But when you test one thing, always look in your pockets, see what's in there. Most times you'll find the most common thing I find, interestingly, in the pockets of jeans is a bunch of Goodwill tags. So I don't know what that means out there in Goodwill land, but I think it means that you're taking the tag off and then taking the item up and saying, oh, can I get a discount on it because there's no tag? Or I don't know what the scam is on that, but I find big bunches of tags stuffed into the jeans pockets. The other thing you're looking for is like gum or candy, maybe accidentally washed in the pockets. You don't want jeans with those kind of things going on. But also, it is a good indicator of whether or not you have men's or women's jeans, because most women's jeans, the pocket will stop like right here, and it'll just be like basically enough to get a knuckle and a half in there. But men's jeans will always have a full pocket. I don't know why that is, but that tends to be the case. Denizen, never heard of these either, but at $2 a pair, we're doing some jeans experiments, and these jeans were nice and big. These are size 40 by 32. The tag is Denizen by Levi. See that? Denizen. That. These are nice and dark, in good condition. I thought that was something worth trying out. Definitely based on the size, I'm hoping it'll move. I did find another Denizen. I think this is it. Yep. Found another one. These I like the color on. They're just really cool. If you can kind of catch that. And then the buttons, real fancy. Different things they got going on. These guys are walking by like, what is this guy doing? Showing his dashboard the clothes. But anyway, that's the tag. Cool brand. I got a bunch of stuff, guys, so I'm trying to just fly through these. This Cabela's. It is an extra large. It is a hunting shirt. It's a padded shoulder. That's what caught my attention. Nice big size, but just basically a hunting shirt. So this is where you rest your, I guess the butt of the gun there, and that's supposed to, I guess, help with impact. It's not really padded. It's more just a second lining there, but I guess that helps. And then you see the arms on these things are reinforced as well, so I guess you can grab the antlers or the pig or whatever you're doing. This is a fun thing that you see in Hawaii a lot. I've seen this brand in other videos in different parts of the country, but we get these here a lot. These Tommy Bahama, different things like that. This is Jam's World. This is just a basic Aloha shirt, made in Hawaii, USA. Just feels right. Jam's World, really soft, comfortable, kind of like a rayon shirt. They're known for their wild colors, so that's why this is, trust me, this is nothing compared to some of their other shirts. But probably a 30. I haven't looked them up recently, but I'd say 25 to 30 easy. This, I don't know about this one, but it was in such good condition that I couldn't leave it. For $2, it is a Tommy Bahama polo. It doesn't have a marlin, which is the thing that I didn't like about it. I was a little upset. But it is a really nice soft shirt. I don't know if it says what kind of shirt. Oh, it's 70% silk. No wonder this thing's so soft. 70% silk, 30% cotton. Really comfortable shirt. Can't tell it's a Tommy Bahama when you're wearing it, but somebody will want that. This is a fun day for brands. There's a lot of brands I don't see all the time, and so this is not the normal Goodwill that I go to. This is a different location, and I'll just keep going. Sorry, I got a lot of stuff to go through here. So Duluth Trading Company, this is a 3XL. This, the same guy, was a big dude. He had a lot of outdoor gear, hunting gear, all that kind of stuff that he donated, and so thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. This one's a fun one. This one I've only seen one other time, and you might think, what in the world? But this is called Territoria Head. That's the brand name. Look it up, it's interesting. They've got all kinds of weird designs and colors, and people pay for these. What's that? This, I don't know. Democracy. This was probably a 2 to 12 kind of flip, but it's stretch material, cool color. Democracy is the brand name. I don't remember if this was really good or just kind of marginally good, but we're doing some experiments and we're gonna see how that does. There's another good thing that we had out there was ties today. So this is one that I found. Regardless of what you think about his politics, one thing I can tell you is that if you find one of his ties, you can get 20, maybe 30 bucks right now. So if you see those, this one I think I paid up for $3.99, so not too bad. This is the one I paid up for. This, but it is a Bulgari, or I don't know how you say that. Bulgari. So very cool. It was $8, but when it sells, should do pretty well. This is all mixed up Savers and Goodwill, so you may notice the tags are different. That's why. This, I forget, what is it? Oh, Ralph Lauren green label. I'm guessing it's a suit jacket. But because of the cool color, you could get away with it as a blazer or wear it with, dark blue or some other color. So decided to pick it up. It's in very good condition. For $2, we're gonna see what happens with that. Let's go to hard goods. This is just a basic DVD I found. The thing that I liked about it is that it was sealed and that it is History Channel. So History Channel I haven't had major luck with, but channels like BBC, let's see, Discovery Channel, Animal Planet, all those kind of things are worth looking up just to see if they're rare, because sometimes they're very, very popular shows that came out, and then because they were so popular, they put together a run of DVDs of like maybe 10,000 DVDs. And so whenever you have a small run of DVDs, it's good because now it's a rare item that's out there. So your item has more value because there's not too many out there. So so I looked this one up. This one isn't great. It's just a cool DVD. I remember watching this series. This series was really, really good. And I like to have cool things in my store. I believe that it draws attention to the other items in my store and brings cool people and cool clients to my store. So I like to have cool things like this, even if it's only a maybe $12, maybe, I don't know if it's a $12 DVD, but whatever it was, it might have been kind of a low profit, but kind of a cool item. Now, this one was interesting because if you look at this, this is a 2-film collection about a dog. Beautiful German Shepherd. I love German Shepherds. But when I saw this, I thought, okay, it's some, you know, B movie that came out, and now there's 2 of them. They put them together. They probably sell it at Walmart, whatever. But when I looked it up, it actually has a value of about $20-something. The only reason I looked this up, I'll show you. The only reason I looked this up is because I saw 6 of these. And so Craigslist Hunter taught me this. When you see an item and it happens to have multiples, what you can do is take the total value and multiply it and think of it as one item, because what this is a multi-listing or multi-item listing. So all I gotta do is put this up once and put quantity of 6 and let it sell over the next, you know, 6 months or whatever, and let it do its thing. And when I'm done with them, that's great, because I only invested the time of one listing to sell all these items. So this is $4 to $22 is the $4 cost. $22 I think is what I can get for it. So what does that come out to? Let's say $4 for shipping, maybe $10, maybe not even, maybe $9. But 6 times, now it's a $54 profit. So that's how you got to think of it. This is definitely paying up for the DVD itself. Today happened to be 25% off, so I only paid $3 each for these, and that's good. But you got to think of it a little bit differently than you would think of a normal item, because the time investment is much less. You're not listing 6 different items, you're just listing one. So something to, I know I didn't explain that very well, but something to keep in mind when you're out there is you can do some multiplication if you do see some multi items. One thing I'll say on that is that it's important to keep in mind that this may be happening everywhere. So the important thing I'd say is, for me, it's important to get this listed up quick, because I don't know if 10 more of these went to 10 different savers around the country, and now there's going to be a whole bunch of these DVDs out. So it's important to get rid of that item quick. Don't sit on it, because it might be happening somewhere else too. Sometimes Target dumps their merchandise at Goodwill. This I found at Savers, so it made me feel a little bit more comfortable, but even then, you never know where these items come from and why, so that's important. Another thing they did at my Savers, which I like, is they incorporated a new price amount. They've never had $1.99 bags of toys before. They used to have $3.99, $4.99, $5.99 bags. And so what this does is, and I'm racing here, guys. I'm sorry I'm racing and not explaining these things very well. If you've got questions, definitely leave them in the chat and we can go over the details of this. But I just want to get this all out, because there's a bunch. I got like a couple more items and we'll be done. But basically, at $1.99, I can look at just one of the items in this bag. So take a look at this bag, and you can see already what the one item that I wanted out of here, if you can guess, is right there. It's a Donald Duplo. I don't know how much it's worth, but typically what I do with these is I can find this item. I'm pretty sure this, well, first of all, this guy's in great shape. He's got very little paint or scuffing or anything like that. I've not seen a Donald Duck Duplo before, and so he definitely caught my attention. And at $1.99, I can afford to buy it, because this might be worth $4 or something like that. Not that I care. I'm gonna give this to my son. He's gonna get to play with it. That's gonna be fun. And the other thing is, he gets all of this, but when he gets tired of this guy, I can sell him. So I'm kind of collecting these low-key in his Duplo box, and he gets to enjoy them for now, but later on I know I have value in them. I can probably lot them up and get, you know, $15 for 3 or 4 of these guys. So that was the concept with that. I like the idea of buying things with value, and knowing that at any time I could probably get rid of it and liquidate it or do something with it on eBay. So that's that. Next thing, last thing, and the fun guy is Dumbo. This guy is about 20 inches tall. Really, the thing I like about him, and the thing that makes him unique, if you tend to look up comps on these, is that he's blue. Most of the Dumbos are gray, and so it's a very, very interesting. I think that one feature alone will make him, well, first of all, it's going to make him really photogenic. The pictures are going to come out great. And then the other thing is he does have a official Disney baby tag here, which I can show off when I'm selling this guy. He was $2.99, so he was $3, and I want, I shouldn't say what I want. I probably expect maybe 15 or so on this guy, so maybe 12 to 18 I'd say is probably what I get out of him. He's super clean. Unfortunately no tag, but he's in great shape, and yeah, and he's blue. So whatever that means, I don't know. But that was the haul, guys. That's what I got. I don't have a price for you. I could get all the tags together, and I mean all the receipts together and figure it out and put it in the description. If you guys care, I'll go ahead. Actually, I'll go ahead and do that, and I'll figure it out and get it to you guys. But it wasn't much. It was under $50, I'd say, and got a whole bunch of inventory. What I'm trying to do is get as much of my sourcing done throughout the week in condensed time frames. And so Monday's a great day because of the sales, and then Saturday there's garage sales that are, you know, a good time to do things too. So I do have a garage sale video either coming up, or maybe it's gonna come out before this. I'm not sure the order, but I'll put that out and you guys will get to see that as well. So yeah, just wanted to touch base with you guys on that. I guess if you guys got questions, let me know. But happy about that haul, happy about having a lot of items to list, and now it's time for me to get to listing. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. Allah.